But, well, do at the end.
See,
Just gave away the ending.
Oh, man. We can bleep that out.
Bleep that out. Okay.
If I had a garden, I wouldn't mind a couple weeds in my garden. I don't think there's no wrong with a couple of weeds.
I mean, I don't want to get on my knees all the time and pull weeds. So,
I'm happy with
I'm fine
weeds.
with weeds too.
I do better with weeds. The things that I'm trying to grow die. The
That's
weeds
true.
thrive. So.
I feel like I would just put a plant somewhere,
That's
commit to
right.
a spot, and then whatever.
That's
happens.
it.
Yeah.
I noticed that you're speaking hypothetically.
I don't do any gardening myself.
Yeah.
I have a little container garden on my tiny little balcony, and I move them around all the time.
Well, I'm driven to grow ornamentals over vegetables.
See,
yeah.
exactly.
I have grown the little cherry tomatoes and quite successfully until the squirrels found them.
I tried to grow some basil in my old apartment, and it sprouted and then promptly died.
At the end of every green onion stalk, I'll just stuff it in some soil and get green onions.
Out a new one is.
Yeah.
I might have to do that.
If I could grow vegetables from weeds, I'd have it made.
I wonder if there are any vegetables that are weeds.
I mean,
An eggplant, maybe that's a weed. I don't know.
if you define a vine as a weed, then you get like tomatoes and grapes and everything else.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm telling you, we're not passing our garden test very well.
Oh, Lord.
Because I have such a beautiful brown thumb, I actually prefer to work in my garden alone so nobody can see my shame.
I think if given the option, I would garden with someone. That sounds like
Yeah?
something fun to do with a loved one.
I think I'd garden with
Yeah.
someone. Me and my mama, over the course of me growing up, we made no less than probably like 6 gardens, and they all just died.
Wow.
Except for the ones that had elephant ears. All the plants that just keep coming back.
Okay.
And we don't have to do anything about.
Yeah.
Those always live.
So if
Like
we
a
want a
weed.
fellow gardener, not your mother.
No, probably just not me.
Oh.
Probably just not me.
I'd do it if a fellow gardener knew what they were doing. Because I don't. Just tell me where to plant it, you know.
Look at the alocasia. The elephant ears survived because they were native to the area.
See, there we go. Look,
Native.
let's talk moving into that next
Look
question.
at you.
Which is why I like to. I mean, I would grow an heirloom vegetable or ornamental plant that are native to my area. That sounds
That
like they
sounds-
would just do well on their own.
Yeah, it
Just
seems like
ideal.
they would do well. But then sometimes you want to just like have a little. Sometimes you want a little something exotic. You want a little.
Sometimes you want a hydrangea.
Yes, what's new on the market this year?
Right.
You know what I mean?
What hot new plants just dropped?
Yes, what
is-
hot new plant just dropped?
My problem is that
probably
I haven't been growing things that are native to my area.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know
we'll
what's
learn.
native to my area. What is native here?
You gotta go out in that garden and look
I
for
guess.
the native plants in your native garden.
I'm playing the long game when I'm planting a plant, so I like to imagine it way down the line.
I like how it looks right now. This is probably the first time I've had green things in my home and on my little balcony that are actually thriving, but I haven't killed them yet.
Since I don't have any plants, I'm just looking into the future. I don't know what I'm missing out on, so
There
you
go.
know, maybe I would love to imagine how it's gonna look next year. My biggest concern in the garden is what looks good, or my biggest concern in the garden is about what works.
That's what I look for in a relationship.
A garden is a relationship.
Whether it
Yeah,
works
I
or
guess
whether it
so.
looks good.
And I guess it's number one. What looks good?
I want both, y'all.
I want both too.
I want it to look good,
I don't think
and
we
I
can
want it
do-
to
I
work.
don't
want it
think
to
we
work
can
in my
do
garden
both,
and my
though.
relationship.
I want what works. You can be a little fugly in my garden as long as you know I'm getting what I need. You get what you need. Like,
Friends and family because get beautiful sunsets. So I like having people over at sunset so we can sit out there.
And have old fashions.
Have old fashions.
Oh, it's gotta have
She
old
turned
fashions.
me on to old
He
fashions.
knows this about me.
Deal. I'm at war with pests constantly.
But pests are good.
But then you have to think about though, there are things that eat the pests, and then there are other things that might be beneficial for your garden that eat the things that eat the pests. And if they don't have the pests, then they can't survive.
And I think you have to define pests. I mean, bees, for example.
Not a
Honeybees.
pest.
not a
But
pest,
some people
but some
would-
people would define them
Yeah,
as
they'd be
pests.
like, no,
But
get
we
these
need
bees out of
them.
my garden.
That's
need-
well, but do I need mealybugs?
No.
Yeah, I probably do. You're right.
Yes. All right, y'all enjoy the hard garden chores, or you want to just delegate and hire out garden chores and just do the fun stuff?
Yep.
Yep.
If I have a garden, I'm gonna tend to it.
Yeah, I'm the same way. If I have a garden, I'm gonna get down in that dirt.
Well, the first one says I enjoy, and automatically it's like, no, I don't enjoy. So we're gonna go to the second one.
What is the fun stuff in
Well-
a garden? Eating the vegetables?
I get
And deciding
harvesting
where
the
things
vegetables.
should go,
Mhm.
and choosing the varieties that you're gonna plant.
The unfun stuff is like mulching your garden
Or just be able to say, put it there.
Yeah.
yes.
Put that one there.
Yes.
Mowing the
That's the
lawn.
fun
and
If I had the resources, I would probably hire people. For
Right.
If you're growing like a vegetable garden, are you really worried about the aesthetics of your vegetables? Because I mean, most vegetable plants, they don't look all that good. You have to pull them out to find the beauty,
Yeah.
or like dig around in the leaves or whatever.
The beauty is in the well, not necessarily. It's the plant itself that then gives you what
Yes.
you're looking for.
Well, I like watermelon plants aren't that attractive, but it's pretty once you see a big ass watermelon in your
See?
Yeah.
patch.
I'm gonna go with both again. I don't see why you can't choose things that yield a lot of produce that actually are pretty when they're growing. Shall I?
Yes.
My gardening personality result is that I am the druid.
Ooh.
The druid is at one with their garden. Weeds may not be much of a problem because the plants collide and overlap. Lush, beautiful, but somewhat out of control. The plants are the stars in this garden, and the druid is happiest when right in the thick of things, moving plants, trimming some, encouraging surprise seedlings, always in awe of it all. It's not at all what I expected.
I'm the permaculturalist who
Wow. Say that fast 3 times.
permaculturalist. Not afraid to play around with nature. Soil building consumes much of the permaculturalist's energy. Expect edible landscaping where the wildlife allows, chickens, and other interesting native plants, each with a specific purpose in the landscape. The grass, if any, is long or grazed, and the compost is well tended. Many plants will die in experiments, but the ones that take will thrive.
A native garden?
A native
native
gardener.
Yeah.
So mine is the carefree gardener. It says a few weeds never hurt anybody, and in fact, they can improve the soil. And you'll probably find some in the carefree gardener's garden, along with some tasty heirloom vegetables and old fruit trees. Yes, and I want a plum tree when I eventually get a house. Not to worry, there is a plan, a method to the madness. This year's garden is okay, and next year's garden will be even better. Carefree gardeners may enjoy gardening and bring you in the harvest, and may be quite good at it, but they don't obsess over their gardens. If I had a garden, this is what I strive to be.
Laid back garden.
Yeah, just laid back.
I am a visionary.
Oh.
I expect a well-designed, tasteful display of ornamentals that match and enhance the site. The garden is cohesive, it works together as a whole. Even the vegetables seem to belong where they're planted, right in the flowers. So I'm mixing and matching here. The visionary can see how all parts fit together. If the site is shady, the visionary will put in a woodland garden. He won't chop down an oak tree. Or if the site is dry and stony, the visionary will build a rock garden. The visionary keeps things from getting messy by keeping the garden manageable in size.
Wow, it sounds like you were typecast.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, right?
Just a little bit.
That's interesting.
Because we all kind of got a little bit of what our characters and stuff are, really.
I actually thought I'd be more of the ornamental gardener.
Really?
I see.
Because of my little perfect little pots that I haven't killed yet.
I feel like you would probably, now reading the Druid, I thought that you would have the Druid since you have 30-something houseplants.
Well, that's what I would think, but
This
this
is-
makes this actually makes more sense because like I would like sustainable agriculture on my land, which I hope to have one day.
Yeah, eventually.
We can't trade anyway because I can't pronounce